Vince McMahon has just been fired from the WWE for the second time, and surprisingly, it is for the same exact reason. Vince McMahon originally was fired from the WWE because he was having harassment claims as well as misconduct claims that were being accused against him from a female worker that worked at WWE. It was revealed that Vince McMahon used company funds to pay hush money to this person, and this entire controversy is what led to him leaving the WWE. Fast forward, WWE gets acquired and merges with UFC, and now Vince McMahon comes back and within less than a year gets fired yet again because a new woman emerges with a new lawsuit accusing Vince of harassment and coming with proof. She has emails, text messages, and what you're about to listen to is allegedly, supposedly, Vince McMahon himself sending these voice memos.
Maybe he wants two other guys to join you with him. Holy shit. You've told him you would do anything with him, so if he surprised you with two others, you would have no alternative than to take them on. OMG, the stories you could tell me then. It makes me want to come right now. By the way, I just thought of what I think is an excellent idea. Maybe you can hint that if he knows someone who can be discreet, it might be better if you and Johnny try him out first so he can get more comfortable before he's introduced to me. Actually, that makes total sense, doesn't it? Exactly, baby. He's not the only one. Johnny called me this afternoon begging you to eat and f*** you with this nice and hard. I already told him, baby. By the way, Johnny wants Tuesdays, but not this coming one, and the occasional Saturday, but maybe I can shift it to Thursday nights. Johnny would like all of the above. Those compliments will keep on coming, baby. Just wait and see. I totally understand and agree on being scared of communication and photos. Johnny gets drunk and sloppy and could easily make a mistake that could cost him his job and yours too. Verbal communication is the way to go. That said, have you and Johnny talked about breakfast tomorrow? I love it. That's huge, you know. You just can't get enough, can you? In the future, it's going to be so bad that you'll demand to be twice a day, and not just with Johnny in the three-way. Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shake uncontrollably when you... They'll go out of their minds. Then I'll find more friends who will tie you up so you're helpless. I'll direct them to have their way any way they want. Who can make you scream the loudest? Maybe I'll just line them up and then have them squirt in your mouth. Your pussy all over your ass. At the same time, you'll be covered in... It'll make you eat it all and taste everybody's... The next morning, you'll be a little sore, but you're still going to want more. After all that over and over, I'll be happy. I just passed my phone around to a bunch of guys on the tech crew. They were screaming, OMG, she's so beautiful. Look at that ass. I'd like to get that. I paused to count out loud how many guys there were there. 12. I then said, okay, there's 12 of you, and she would love to fuck each and every one of you one time. The guys cheered, but she will only do it if she takes 3 at a time. That brought a huge reaction. She wants one deep in her ass, one way down her throat, and one in her... And you can pound her and keep on pounding her until you pop. She may scream and try to say no, although it would be difficult to say anything with a down her throat. They laughed. I then said, listen, no matter what, just pound away till you squirt. Baby, these guys were having a blast with me. Some of them didn't believe me, so I said you were the greatest in the world, and no matter how much you get, you always wanted more. And then I said, she loves baby. These techs, as we call them, were having the time of their lives listening to my truthful story. I then said you would take a 10-minute break between each, but then you would get back on your hands and knees with your ass in the air and say, okay, I'm ready, who's next? LOL, I drove them wild, baby. Or I should say you drove them wild. Just imagine if this really happened, baby, how much you would have coming out of all your holes. Read your last picture. You need your panties ripped off in 3 big black in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your and way up your as far as they will go, but even farther. And the thickest goes down your throat so it makes you gag and convulse. And those big black pound away, it feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it's made you non-stop, just one continuous constant. And just before you pass out, those big black squirt their loads of inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the is coming out of all your holes. I'll turn you over and jack off all over you.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. When I was making this video, I thought it would be funny to use an AI Vince McMahon voice, and you could see his creepy weirdo side, and you could put everything together. But after going through these text messages, I genuinely regret reading them, and I genuinely regret seeing them. It just really is nasty, and I really don't understand how Vince McMahon could be this creepy and this nasty at the ripe old age of like 88. Like, to be honest with you, when I heard about these text messages, I thought it was going to be a silly thing where it's just a creepy old guy, you know, blase, blase. Then you end up finding out that this guy's going to her workplace, going to her coworkers and saying that I was with this woman. Wouldn't it be great if you were with her? And then he's going around trying to get other people to be a weirdo with him. Like, he's literally the devil trying to recruit people. And these text messages, I really regret looking at these text messages, and at this point in time, I would justify in that courtroom as a witness to say that Vince McMahon is a nasty old man, and he needs to be put in under the prison, never mind thrown in the prison.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!